Person mind that was about to get married and know they're not ready, you know, or they was finna get married for the wrong reason. So we can help some people, but we got to get out there and start doing this. You know, so the same thing is when married people, if you can speak, you can be unequally yoked. That's another thing. We hadn't talked about that. We got to talk about unequally yoked, because you can be unequally yoked together, hanging with unbelievers. If you and your wife are saints, and y'all are a woman and man of God, and y'all trying to live right, and then y'all hanging with unbelievers, people who they don't have to be really unbelievers, but they not spending a lot of time in church, and they out doing this and doing that, and you hanging with them, come on, that's going to affect your marriage. You got to be around positive people. You need to start hanging with people that's doing the same thing you're doing, that want to have family time and have Bible study on Friday nights and stuff like that. Instead of going to the club, you need to start having Bible studies on Friday night. Marriage counseling, that helps. That helps. You know, you be telling, I don't need nobody in my business. Yes, you do. You need somebody in your business. You need somebody in your business. You've been doing it this length of time, you ain't got it right. So you need somebody with some experience that can get it right. You need somebody who's been praying for wisdom, praying for knowledge, and got discernment. Somebody who God have ordained to come into your life and talk to you and tell you some stuff that you're doing wrong. You need to check yourself, woman or man. You know who I'm talking to. You need to check yourself, because you think you Mr. Perfect or Miss Perfect. You think you've been doing right. Now you got some wrong too. You know, the first thing, a fixing thing, is admitting that you're wrong. Admitting that you're wrong. You know, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. We make mistakes, but if you hide that pride in, it's going to destroy you. And trust me, down the line, if you find somebody that say they love you, and you know they love you, and things just not working out because of things that you're not getting, you know, because we want 100%, but we don't get, you know, we should only expect 80% out of a person. So if you're getting 80% out of this person, and the dude at work or the woman at work is 20% that you're missing, it's going to turn brown. And that 80% ain't but 20% away from getting green. It's going to turn brown. You trust me on that. No matter how much you water it, it's going to turn brown. And the bill going to be high, and it's still going to turn brown. Then you're going to be right back where you was at. Yeah. But ladies, one more thing for y'all. Submission. That's one of y'all biggest problems. Submit to your husband. Watch this. Watch this. Submit to your husbands. Watch this. Watch this. Submit to your husband, wife. Watch this. Ephesians 5:22. Watch this. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husband as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. And he is the Savior of the body. Therefore, as the church is the subject unto Christ, so let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Y'all got to understand what everything means. Watch this. Husband, love your wife, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. When you call yourself a real Christian, you ain't ready to be, man, do you know what a real Christian is? That means somebody walk up to you and hit you in your jaw for nothing. That means you got to say, I forgive you, brother, and you supposed to turn your cheek and let him hit you in your other jaw. You ain't ready for that. See, living for God, you got to be for real. You got to be for real. But watch this, women. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. The extent of the wife's submission to her husband is in everything. Everything. That is in every area of life. And if every issue that may arise, those which the wife may agree with, and those which she may not. Again, in everything is limit only to those directives of the husband that are not in the fear of God. So what it's saying, you got to submit only if your husband is submitting to God. Okay? Only if your husband is fearing God. Only if you got a God-fearing husband. Not no dude out there in the street kicking it, whoop, whoop, and he telling you what I tell you to do. You say, you do what I say do. You do what I... No. Only if he's a man of God and he's submitting to God and he fear God. One more thing. I'm running out of time. One more thing. Watch this. Watch this, ladies. This is another thing you ladies do wrong. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Where we at? Where we at? Watch this. For the cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. No, that wasn't it right there. Proverbs 5 and 19. I got to go with this one. Let me see if I can go. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. This is what y'all do wrong. I'm going to leave you with this, and then y'all got to get the rest. Proverbs 5. Proverbs 5 and 19. Watch this. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and thou be ravished always with her love. That means this. Another reason for rejecting sexual temptation is the Lord sees all and will and punish the wrongdoer. He shall die does not necessarily mean a physical death, but it refers to absence of life. The adulterer will be missed out full joy. That means quit denying your husband of sex, because it says it here. You supposed to satisfy him, because when you don't satisfy your husband and you tell him no, and you tell him no, and you tell him no, then temptation comes in, and when he see that bad woman walking, temptation walks in. So you need to stop. I love you, and that's the end of my session. Peace.